You are meant to desire more in this lifetime. In this episode, I am going to break down your secret sauce, what that means, and how it's not something outside of you that you're meant to discover, but rather something within you to uncover. In this episode, I am going to be talking about societal conditioning and how society conditions us to forget and to lose and give up the magic that we were initially taught as children, and to look at our life and business and calling and secret sauce with those wide eyes and the magic that we once had, and know that we are deserving and that we don't have to tell ourselves the lie of suffering and extremely hard work and hustle in order to get the life that we want, that we can attract it effortlessly when we're living out our purpose. If this is already lighting you up, you are listening for a reason. Let's not waste any more time and dive all in. Let's go. I'm your host, Tiffany Chung, your go-to for all things marketing, mindset, and manifestation. I grew my online business from 0 to beyond 6 figures in 8 months. My purpose is to empower women to step into the highest, most aligned versions of themselves. If you are ready to take charge of your life, learn how to design a wildly successful business, and leave limiting beliefs behind, you've come to the right place. You will learn the actionable tips and step-by-step strategies on money, manifestation, and social media. It's time to step into your role as boss, to raise your vibration and tap into your unlimited potential today. Welcome to the Social Reset Podcast. Hello, welcome back to the Social Reset Podcast. I am so excited and grateful that you are here today and chose to click play. I want to remind you and notify you, I should say, that I don't think that you clicked play on accident. I think that this is a message that your higher self wants you to hear, that the universe wants you to hear, that your guides want you to hear. And I want you to listen closely, because if you did click play, wherever you are right now, in your car, in your room, whether you're cleaning, whether you're walking or running, I want you to listen to this message, because it's one that I felt that I am meant to channel through for you today, and for you to hear it during the time that you're listening right now. So the topic of this episode and conversation is your secret sauce, but also what it doesn't mean. I think that for so long, we have been conditioned to forget. We've been conditioned to forget who we are and the soul assignment that we decided to partake in and discover and explore when we decided to reincarnate on earth, because your soul made a decision, it made a contract, and it decided to come here for a reason, for a purpose, your dharma, your secret sauce, to live that out. And I think through societal conditioning and familial conditioning and, all the other communities that we've been a part of, whether they're more ethnic or religious based or whatever it might be that we've been a part of growing up or that we still might be a part of, we have been conditioned to live our lives a certain way. And if you're in the United States or you are in where I am, which is the Silicon Valley, it's very focused on productivity and work, and what are you able to produce, and how many hours are you able to put in, and how hard can you hustle, and how much money do you make. And it's very, very focused on the quantity over quality. And we have forgotten to be, right? The doing is important. It's powerful. It's how things are able to be breathed into life. We need the doing. We need that law of action. It's one of the universal laws. It's integral. It's foundational. But the problem that I see in society is, for too long and way too often, we are taught to forget who we're meant to be. We grow up with these big dreams of wanting to change the world and help people and land on the moon and all of these incredible things that we're taught to dream as young children. We're taught to dream big and follow our biggest goals and the sparkle and the magic and the tooth fairy and Santa Claus and all these incredible, beautiful, magical things as a child. But at some point, we're forced to grow up. At some point, we are told that's not for you anymore. You need to grow up and be an adult. You're not meant to enjoy your job. Who enjoys their job? You just go and you do it and you make money and you provide for your family. That's what everyone does. What do you mean you don't enjoy it and you're seeking something more? Who are you to ask for more? You should be grateful for what you have right now. People would kill to have the life you live. And then we hear that and then we suppress our emotions and we retreat back into our cave and our hole and our 9 to 5 and we think, yeah, well, they're right. Who am I to think I'm meant for more? Only celebrities are meant to live out their life purpose. Only famous people or rich people or people that are really good at what society celebrates, like entertainment and, being a public speaker or being really vibrant and energetic. That's what society celebrates. Who am I to think that I could be a life coach? Who am I to think that I can teach people about money or spirituality or astrology? So then we stuff it further and further and further down, and we're taught to go to school and to graduate and then go to college and get a corporate job and to hate that job and then continue doing that job until we retire. And then what? We're taught to not ask for or desire more in our lives. And it keeps us in this constant state of doing and basing our worth off of our productivity and how much we are able to accomplish at a certain time. After the Industrial Revolution, we have shifted into this world of productivity based on how much we are able to create, right? The assembly line, Ford models and cars and all these things that were integral to society and needed to be created and invented and are incredible inventions. But also we have taken this dive and deep plunge into capitalism and mass production and sales and the workforce, right? And it's a very different world for women versus men, because now women are expected to work but also come home and are expected to cook and take care of kids and take care of the home, right? So there's extra work and extra pressure, and we're feeling more pressured and more stressed than ever. And so many people are not even thinking about living out their life purpose and discovering their secret sauce. If you're a daughter of immigrants, a son of immigrants, a child of immigrants, you're hearing this. Well, I came to this country and I wanted to give you a better life. This is how you repay me. This is what you're doing. You're going to go and follow this off-beaten road where it's not safe. Go back to your corporate job. Go find a normal job. What are you doing? Right? That's normally what we're faced with. My parents thought I was insane by wanting to start kind of my own thing. And were asking me, is this sustainable? Is this something you can keep doing? You should start applying. Just start applying to a couple of other jobs. Friends would come up and say, what if this doesn't work out? Right? I know someone. Maybe you can apply here. Maybe you can apply there. Right? Everyone around us wants to protect us, and they normally have pretty good intentions, but they also want to keep you safe because we're all molded to turn out to be the same person, to work for someone and to operate in this way of being, so much so that when we try to shake up the mold a little bit, shake things up and operate in a different frequency, people go, whoa, what are you doing? Stop. Because it activates something in them where they then think, well, what if I could maybe start my own business? What if maybe I can do this, right? It scares them. And I want to remind you that there is so much fear and so much scarcity in the world, and living out your secret sauce and being in complete alignment with your purpose is very different than what a lot of people are taught to do. We're taught to sit in classrooms and be quiet and ask for permission to use the bathroom and to not talk to our friends and to stand in line and to operate in this way where we are no longer celebrated for our unique qualities and our secret sauce that we know from a young age that we want to pursue. But then we've been conditioned to sitting and time blocking our schedule and being really strategic with everything that we do. And we're molded to become these different versions of ourselves that then serve our parents and make our parents happy, or abide by the rules in school, or just enough to get by so that our teacher gives us a passing grade so we can move forward. This isn't the way to live. And without going way too deep into the educational system and societal structures and different systems that are created to oppress women and marginalized communities, we are meant to be a conscious collective to stand up and say, hey, I'm going to choose to follow my life purpose and path and pave it for myself, because I am the only one who's going to suffer the consequences of not living it out. I want to remind you, you can be so deep in your doing, in doing your secret sauce, in doing life that is inspired action, that you are just being. This is no longer falling in and operating in hustle culture of doing, and your worth being quantified by the quantity of work that you are doing, everything that you are producing, but rather the quality of your work. And as a business owner, this might look like not offering multiple offers and working late hours, but being intentional with your time, working smarter, not harder, and maybe shifting into one signature magical offer rather than multiple offers because you're operating in this lack and scarcity, or lowering your prices every time you get on a call with a client. I see you, because you think they're not going to pay. But why are you assuming that they can't make that investment in themselves, right? Show up in alignment with your highest self. Be your secret sauce. Do your secret sauce. You showing up and following your secret sauce is being. It's you at your highest frequency. Don't shame yourself for not doing enough, or feeling like you're not being enough, or feeling like you need to buy into the lie that you have to suffer before you experience anything good in your life. Or if something's going really well, that you have to tell yourself, oh, something bad is on its way. Why do we do this to ourselves? We are able to reframe the way that our thoughts operate and control our actions. I want you to know that you are not a mind or body to continue improving and having to change or having to shift or having to put masks on to appease certain people in your life. You're not living for anybody other than you. You are a soul to know, a soul to remember. There is a version of you that knows exactly why you came here to this planet, in this generation, in this lineage, with the lineage that's going to come after you, with the one that's come before, and why you're listening to this podcast right here, right now, why you pressed play today. I want you to know that you have a purpose that is so much bigger than just going through the motions or scrolling endlessly on Instagram, or, getting course after course, but not implementing or taking any action or executing. You have a purpose that is so much bigger than what you're doing. And if you feel like you haven't taken any steps forward into the life that is in alignment with your highest purpose and highest calling, this is your invitation to jump in. We have been conditioned from such a young age to forget what this looks like and to forget who we are. But our soul remembers. Our soul knows. This is your invitation to tap deeper into that. And I want to remind you that if there is scarcity, if there is fear around you taking the leap, if there is so much mindset drama around who you're meant to be, go the easy route. Your secret sauce does not need to be some huge, big, loud, booming voice that parts the skies and screams at you from the heavens. It can be a million small steps in the right direction. It could be you learning more about your human design and living your life based on your strategy and your authority. Right? It can be simple steps in the right direction, or looking at how you've been able to help somebody in your life get to a transformation they never thought they could experience. These are all steps in the right direction, but first, starts with you activating this part of you that knows. And there are so many different ways you can live out your secret sauce. And it doesn't have to look like the way someone else is doing it or operate in some one way, right? We are meant to be very multifaceted for a reason. Someone out there is meant to be a teacher and teach what they're learning and be so deep in learning and love sharing it with the people around them. They're aligned clients, the aligned community that they're meant to build. Somebody else is maybe not meant to be such a big or exuberant communicator. Maybe what they're meant to do is strategize and manage and be more behind the scenes. Maybe somebody is a much more creative and loves being inspired and bringing things to life through graphics and art or painting or creating and bringing things to life in their own unique aesthetic. Maybe that looks like music, creating songs, frequency of sound. We need all these different types of people in order to bring to life different things. We need people who are better at systems and management, right? That person might not be the one who is creative and is an artist, but we need that artist to share their work and their masterpiece to inspire others. We also need the teacher and speaker and one who is able to communicate knowledge so that we can learn more, so that people can learn from this person and then take that knowledge and implement it into their lives. We need different people in these different archetypes in order to live out more of their purpose in the way that they're meant to, because it creates this incredible ripple effect when everyone is living their highest purpose and no longer being bogged down by low vibrations and low frequencies and being caught up in anger and hatred or judgment and criticism. We are able to create a much more conscious collective and society when we're able to look at things from a higher perspective, able to live out our purpose and to stop judging other people and rather looking inward to see, why is that triggering me? Your secret sauce is not something that you need to pick up on. It's not something that's outside of you. It's been within you this entire time. It's the most expansive version of you. And the more that you're able to dive deeper into this, the more that you are able to discover what your secret sauce is, the more you're able to uncover those codes within you, the more you're going to live a more joyful, fulfilling, satisfactory life, the life that you deserve, the life that you're meant to live, the life that doesn't need to come through suffering and really, really hard work and hustle, the life that comes to you effortlessly, doing the things that you can spend hours doing and without even recognizing it's 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. or you've done this for hours and hours, or you've been talking about it for so long and you just can't stop because you love it. You love it so much. I just got off of a 2-hour coaching call and I've recorded 2 podcast episodes so far, and I'm still lit up. I could go all night. It's 9 p.m. over here right now. And I love it. And it's because I'm living out my secret sauce. This is what I'm meant to do. I'm meant to teach and coach and share and spread knowledge and love on my community in the way that I'm meant to. And it raises somebody else's vibration and it helps them live out their life purpose, or treat someone a little bit nicer when they're getting their coffee, or when they have a call with their mom or dad later that evening. It spreads them vibration and allows that parent to live a little bit longer or be a more healthier person or activate their own healing, right? We are so connected and so much more interconnected than we will ever be able to consciously understand. But you living your secret sauce is your birthright. It's why you're here. And when it's in alignment for you, it's in alignment for everybody around you. And I want you to remember that. And I want you to know that your secret sauce is your birthright. It's literally why you're here on this planet today. I invite you to check out my Secret Sauce Activation Masterclass, which I'm going to link in the show notes below. And it's also in the link in my bio on my Instagram account at tiffanychung.co. If you are feeling called to learn a little bit more about why you're here and what you want to bring to life, and a little bit more about your human design, and also who you can serve as a transformation for your aligned client in the future, this masterclass is an incredible sneak peek into the life that you could be living, and allows you to hold the energetic space for the universe and the magic of your business to speak to you. If you are curious about learning more about your secret sauce and living that out in a very expansive way, DM me. I would love to talk to you more. I am going to be opening up more one-on-one coaching spots soon as well. So that's something that we can connect on. But I hope that this brings you some joy and light and love into your day. And I'm so grateful that you chose to tune in. Allow yourself to be open. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And let the universe know that you are open to any breakthroughs that come to you after listening to this podcast, and that you are energetically open to receiving whatever it is that the magic of your potential business has to share with you during this time. I hope that you are able to activate your secret sauce, live out your life purpose, and go through the rest of your day feeling brighter and lighter. And I'm sending you so, so much love. I will catch you on the next episode. Have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe. If this episode resonated with you, please take a screenshot, share it on your Instagram stories, and tag me at tiffanychung.co. I truly appreciate interacting with every one of you. Catch you all on the next one.